Hey, so what's going on guys, Chris here with another Overwatch hero guide, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a more detailed look at the character Bastion. He's a defensive hero, so better suited for guarding objectives instead of advancing forwards. Bastion's got a difficulty rating of just 1 star, making him an ideal choice for beginners, and it also means that he's fairly easy to play as, without any really advanced mechanics thrown into the mix. So Bastion is a robot equipped with heavy weaponry, and just like a transformer, is fully capable of reconfiguring into various other combat forms such as a tank and Sentry. Although Bastion might seem like a gentle and relatively peaceful character interested with nature and the world around, its core combat programming overrides whenever it senses danger, as that advanced weaponry comes out to neutralise anything that poses as a threat. Being curious about the natural world, it chooses to stay away from humans avoiding possible danger, and instead lives in the uncharted regions on Earth. It's the only character in Overwatch that can't talk, and instead tries to communicate with beeps and whistles. Now as far as health goes, Bastion has 200 HP and 100 armour, giving him a total of 300 health overall. Compared with the other heroes in the defense class, this is actually the highest, and Bastion is the only one to actually have armour as well as health points. This means that you're going to be able to withstand a few more hits from enemy fire and survive for slightly longer, which is very useful for when you're defending them objectives from several opponents at once. As far as Bastion's abilities go, its primary mode of combat is Recon mode, which allows you to wield a submachine gun built into Bastion's right arm. It fires 8 rounds per second, and each shot that hits an enemy is going to take away 20 HP, though this figure will be reduced over longer distances. Being able to take 20 HP per bullet means that you'll be able to kill most players, other than those in the tank category, in round about 10 bullets or so if they have full health. Bastion's SMG isn't exactly the quickest firing gun of the lot, but it should be enough to see you through some one-on-one battles. Though do take into account that it's going to be slightly less effective over distance, down to a slight range drop-off. Being able to reconfigure into multiple different killing machines, Bastion can also transform from the primary Recon robot form into a stationary Sentry. Once you've turned yourself into the minigun, you'll be able to fire off a crazy 30 rounds per second, with each bullet dealing 15 damage points each. Though just like with the SMG, this damage will be a bit less over longer distances. At those closer to medium ranges however, the Sentry gun can cause some devastating amounts of damage, allowing you to mow down other players extremely quickly. It's a great tool for holding down areas overlooking paths that hostiles are using, defending your own objective points from attacking enemies, and cutting off other players at congested choke points. But although the Sentry gun sounds like the most overpowered thing in the world, it does leave you very vulnerable, as you won't be able to move around whilst using the minigun, and there's also a weak spot revealed on your back that, when shot at, takes away double the damage it normally would. So this means that you're going to have to be a bit more careful and tactical when thinking about where to plant down as a Sentry. Transforming in the wrong place could be a big mistake and turn you into a sitting duck. You might be powerful, but a clever player will try and flank you, and hit that weak spot unexpectedly. You'll be glad to know that in these cases, you can quickly reconfigure yourself back into Recon mode in about half a second, which is quicker than when you switch into the Sentry in the first place. Just be aware of enemy positions whilst in Sentry mode, and get ready at all times to reconfigure back to your main robot form, just in case someone manages to sneak behind you. Another little trick that Bastion can do is practically repair any damage caused to itself, getting you back into the action after an intense battle. The repair will heal 25% health per second, and you can do so for as long as you want, being able to get a full bar of health back nice and easy wherever you are. Though repairing yourself will leave you temporarily immobile. You won't be able to move or attack anyone if someone spots you and starts firing away. It's best finding an area or hidden spot out of clear line of sight, perhaps maybe even behind some cover when choosing to start to repair, as you're not going to be as vulnerable, and you're also going to get more health back without having to stop and switch to your weapons if an enemy starts to fire at you. Now the final form that Bastion can reconfigure into is a full-on robotic tank. This configuration is Bastion's ultimate ability, and lets you switch into a tank for about 8 seconds. Whilst being in this mode, you can drive around and fire high explosive shells, each with a 4 meter splash radius. Each shell deals 205 damage, so just enough to kill most players in one shot. Plus, activating this configuration will grant you an additional 150 armor points whilst as a tank. Each explosive shell can be fired relatively quickly, though you do have to be aware that the explosions can cause 35 self-damage. So don't go too crazy blasting away the environment if there's a brick wall right in front of you. So all in all, Bastion is a great hero for defending objectives and holding down objective points from attacking enemies. The tank configuration is a very useful ability to help out when things are getting a bit hectic, as you'll be given a boost in both armour and power. letting you take on several players who are advancing on your position and working to take you out. Bastion's got a fairly strong damage output overall and is a very good hero to pick to hold down areas, and if you fully utilise those defensive abilities, you should be able to rack up those kills and help out your team in a very big way. Anyway, that's all I've got for you in this one. Hope you liked the video, and if you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you want to see more guides and stuff like this one, then subscribe if you haven't already. Take it easy guys, and I'll be seeing you in that next one.